All right, quadrants 1 and 2 on the coordinate plane. So if you watched the last video, basically what you saw was we just had quadrant 1. So if you covered this up, there's your quadrant 1. Here's my x-axis, here's my y-axis, and we just have our numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, boom, boom, just like that. Okay, what we're gonna do is we're gonna add quadrant 2 to this. So now we have our y-axis right in the middle. And on our x-axis, in the middle we have 0, and it's kind of like a number line where it's gonna go positive, and it's gonna increase this way, and it's gonna go negative, and it's gonna decrease this way. So -1, -2, -3, -4. But once you get it down that you're gonna always start here at the origin, okay? So my 0, 0 point, this point right here, called the origin. That's where you're always gonna start. And once you've gotten that down, you know you're gonna go side to side first, okay? X comes before Y in the alphabet, so we're gonna use X first. So we're gonna go side to side, then we're gonna use the Y-axis and go up and down, okay? So my first point, okay, is A, right here. Again, we're gonna do a couple in the first quadrant just so we can get used to that, and then we'll start moving into the second. But I start at my origin, okay, right here. Okay, it's the 0 on the y-axis, it's the 0 on the x-axis. That's where I'm gonna start. Okay, to get to A, again, I'm gonna go side to side first. So I'm gonna go to +2, and then I'm gonna go up, and I'm going up 1, so that's +1. So for point A, let me make a little space up here. For point A, we had 2, 1, right? We started at the origin, we went to the right 2, up 1, so that's 2, 1, okay? For B, again, starting at the origin, we're gonna go to the right 5, and then we're gonna go up 1, 2, 3. So for B, 5, 3. +5, +3, right? Now C, you can see that C is on the left side of that y-axis, and that's gonna make it partially negative at this point. So if I put C up here, okay, I start at my 0. Now look, I'm going 1 over, but it's -1 because I'm going to the left, okay? So for C, my first number is -1, and then I'm going 1, 2, 3, 4. So when I write it, you got to make sure you put negative. -1, +4. If you forget the negative symbol, what happens is, if you go C is at 1, 4, you would go +1 and then up 4, and that's a different point. So you got to remember to put those negatives in if it's a negative number. So for C, we started at the origin, -1, +4, -1, +4. So let's look at D all the way down here. Okay, for D, again, always start at the origin. One thing you got to remember, find the origin, start there. Okay, x-axis first. So for D over here, I'm gonna go all the way down, and I'm on -5. Okay, that's my line, so -5. And then I go up, 1, 2, +3. And I get -5, +3. Okay, now I added E on here because sometimes it can get a little bit tricky when you have one right on the X or Y axis. Okay, so for E, look, E's at the 0 already. We don't need to go anywhere on this X axis. The E's right here. Okay, we're not going positive or negative. E is on the 0. So for E, my first number is going to be 0. Okay, and then from there, now I'm ready for my y-axis. I go up 1, 2. E is at the 2. And that would be our answer for E. Okay? So remember, x-axis first, you go side to side, start at the origin, positive, negative, and then from there, where are you at on the y-axis? Next video, we're going to bring in all 4 quadrants. So we'll have positives, we'll have negative and then positive. We have negative numbers down here as well. So you'll see what it looks like when we put together all 4 quadrants on the next video.